jump to hyperspace and we're there? What's so tricky about that?
Plenty. Can't plot a direct course to Kessel. You might wanna buckle up, baby.
Hello there. Welcome to Jedi and the Mailman, a show where two old friends aim to deliver the best Star Wars talk in the galaxy. I'm Mike the Mailman. That's Jimmy with the silly hat Jedi.
Where's your hat, jerk?
Well, yeah, I left you high and dry here. We are here to celebrate, and Jimmy is ready for the occasion. 2 years. 2 years we've been doing this show, Jimmy. And you look like you have a dunce cap on your head.
I feel like I have a dunce cap on my head.
I was supposed to have a party hat too, and we're supposed to have noisemakers and make a big celebration here, but I'm busy. Very, very busy, Jimmy. Ryan's in the house. Happy Tuesday, Ryan. Doing good, doing good.
Very excited. Couple days, Ryan. Couple days. We'll be chilling.
So how's work going, Jimmy?
That's a mean thing to say to me. It's pretty rude,
Just
actually.
that kind of day.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Is I arrived at my school district that I'm working in now. I arrived there right at the end of the first 9 weeks.
Yeah.
So I got to bypass. I don't have enough hair for that, Ryan. I got your beautiful beautiful, luscious locks for a mohawk. I wish. So yeah, last year I went to Maze a little bit late in the year, some health things and stuff, and then for whatever reason, well, I didn't go to new teacher training, right? But I spent 3/4 of the year there and figured everything out like a big boy does.
Right.
And then I found out that I had to go to new teacher training. So I've been,
You're still a noob.
and this is year 17. So it's like, I've been doing this job for a minute. But I mean, I get it. There's things they need to, make sure that they've told me directly or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's stupid. It's super boring. I didn't learn a dang thing today. And a lot of it's they're switching over to Macs. I've been using a Mac for 20 years.
Yeah.
And Google. And I'm like, they're like, well, we're going to teach you guys Macs. I'm like, I pulled out my Mac. I'm like, I'm good.
I got this.
And like, so I'm just kind of like, oh my God. I just want time in my room. I did switch rooms. I got a window office.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, pretty quickly there too. So that's good. But yeah, so I just want more time in my room, but yeah, it's fine. It's good to be back. As much as I hate it, I do like having like actual responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like it's very different than self-imposed responsibilities.
Yeah, you can put those off.
I did a pretty good job this summer of not doing that for the most part, but next summer will be the test because Molly will be working all summer, and I only spent like 3 weeks on my own, 2 weeks on my own, so I couldn't get into a lot of trouble at that point. So we'll see what happens when I have
Next year you'll be
the
aimlessly
entire summer.
adrift.
Yeah, it does feel like that some days, but it's good to be back, and it's kind of nice because we got a new guy in our department, so I was able to kind of get to know him a little bit. He is an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Oh.
He's from Georgia, so we're gonna go watch the game. But yeah, other than that, things are good. It's good to be back to work, I guess. I get to be with all the teachers next week, so that'll be more fun, I think. But it's whatever. I made everybody laugh today, so that was fun.
There you go. And it's only a couple more days to Rebel Scum Con, so
yeah,
how bad can it be? Brandon's
gonna meet me Thursday after work, jumping in my car, and we're driving down. So
nice.
5-hour drive. Nice. Brandon DeLorean himself. So that's gonna be good times. Everyone should be jelly.
So how crazy is it? We've been doing this thing here for 2 years now.
I can't believe it.
Everybody said we couldn't do
it. I'm like, our anniversary of what? I feel like we just celebrated 1 year.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It'll be August 6th will be 2 years we've been doing this show. People say we couldn't do it. You couldn't get on the internet and just talk to one another for an hour and have like a dozen people maybe watch the video. They said it couldn't be done.
I know that
our prove.
I know our numbers don't always look great, but we get we have, and it ebbs and flows too, because like whenever there's a movie or shows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
viewership's always higher. But we do get a lot of views later on. Like if you go and look at our live videos counts, there's like 30 to 50 sometimes on there, which
Yeah.
isn't
It
huge.
always
But I'm like,
surprises me.
yeah, I'm always like, well, where are you guys on Tuesday nights? I'd love to have 50
Yeah.
people in the chat. So, but yeah, no, but
Amazes me
we've
that-
got Chrissy here now and
Sweet.
Ryan's here. We need, some of our usuals, and we'll be good to go. So, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I'm gonna put my hat back on. I feel super festive. Time out. Just show. My hat. I do think it hurts a little bit that we're not on Instagram anymore, but it looks real dumb because it's like half your face, half my face.
Well, Instagram needs to get their act together.
Yeah. There we go. You can see It's so weird. It doesn't
That would look really weird on Instagram.
What's that?
I said that would look really weird on Instagram.
It would look
might just
really
be the
weird on
pointy-
Instagram. There we go. Like I'm a narwhal now. Oh, I'm Mr.
There you go.
Narwhal. There. How's that? Cover up my big forehead.
You could be one of the creatures from the creature draft you guys had on the main show today.
I would not have drafted me. I'm a pain in the butt. Just ask anybody. So
I reckon we came here to talk about Star Wars. Did we
I
not?
think so. I don't remember.
That's what we usually do, I think.
Yeah.
What's been going on in the Star Wars world?
Well, you wanted to talk about Ezra, right? I'm trying to find
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to find that article that you sent me. I feel like
he's
that might
been-
take up most of our night.
He's been out and about talking to people because it's a movie that he's in for 2 seconds.
What's the point of having
He got,
Iman as
he got to
Vondi?
kiss Zendaya.
I mean,
So,
that's. I would have done
probably
that.
a high
For free. I'd
point
been
for
like,
him.
sign me up. You don't have to pay me. I mean, I'm not worried about Tom Holland beating me up. He's like 4 feet tall. So
He's pretty jacked though.
he is Diesel in that movie. But, they always look huge whenever it's like by themselves. They're never around normal sized people.
Oh yeah.
Even John Berthnall is not very tall.
No, he is not.
I'm trying to find our chats. Where was that in? Because you send me stuff all over the place. You got me going.
I do.
You got me traveling and geektyrants.com. Ezra Bridger. We'll type that in, see what happens. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
There we
Isn't
go.
Google amazing.
It is amazing. All right. So I didn't even know that this article came out. So let me share this real quick with everybody. Share. I only have one thing open.
Yeah, he's been making the rounds. I guess he was even on the Thank the Maker podcast and talking about, season 2 of Ahsoka. And this article kind of goes in, it's the same sort of thing that he's been saying in all these interviews and whatnot that he's doing. And
that quote.
yeah, find his quote because I think he passed it. It's not a very long article.
Yeah, but it's longer than that. It took me like 5 minutes to read. Where is going on? All right. I'm trying to find
Should be
it.
somewhere in here.
Yeah, I mean, I know it because it had his. Is this the wrong article?
Maybe. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Maybe I can read.
Yeah, it's not the right one. Hang on a second, folks. I apologize. Stop sharing for a second so I can
Damn
do
it,
some
Jimmy.
work. I know, man. Jeesh. Ahsoka season 2 star. Dave Filoni went nuts. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni went.
Okay, here it is. All right. So, Esfani recently attended the premiere of Spider-Man Brand New Day, which he's in for a couple seconds, kissing Zendaya, like we said earlier.
Winner.
And then he doesn't do anything else after that.
Are they setting him up to be somebody else?
I don't think so. I'm sure he's shot some other stuff and it just got cut. That is a long movie.
Well, they said it was like 3 hours long because there's a bunch of other cameos and apparently Rosario Dawson was in that and they cut her out, which is that's pretty big time.
I really enjoyed it, although I went on a Monday night to see it and the theater was packed with just screaming kids. And
Hell yeah, you don't want
like,
to do that.
if it wasn't, I love Spider-Man. So I like even the bad Spider-Man movies. So I was going to enjoy it one way or another, but it could have been better if I would have gone to a different theater and
Yeah.
less people. But so yeah. We said, where were we? Yeah, he's MJ's boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. Walk the red carpet. Ask Green Rant about Ahsoka season 2 and his response should get fans fired up. He says a lot of action, fights, battles, explosions, lightsabers, lasers. I'm gonna have a flashback. So a lot of action, and I think everybody's gonna love it. Dave Filoni went nuts, and all of us were ready to follow suit of our fearless leader, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And like I said, I think in the interview he did with the Thank the Maker podcast, it's more of the same. Just talking about how over the top this movie is. Like, it seems like they really pulled out all the stops. And my question to you, Jimmy, is: does this get you fired up? Are you excited for Ahsoka season 2?
Well, I know in this article, I mean, I have my reservation just because of the Balin Skull switcheroo. I'm trying not to hold that against this because it's not anyone's fault that, someone like, I mean, you can't replace him as hard as you want to, Ray Stevens. But, so I'm a little nervous about that. But I think I've been excited for the show. And the article also mentioned the idea that if he's having a flashback, does that mean we're getting live action Kanan Jarrus?
There's some speculation about that. Yes.
There's a ton of speculation about this. There's talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi flashbacks, with Clone Wars with young Anakin, young Ahsoka, and Kenobi being in it. I mean, it sounds like maybe they listened to the gripes and the complaints of people. Because I think the first season was pretty good. I'd like to go back and we'll have to give it a rewatch, like once we get closer to Christmas, and maybe just talk about like the first 4. Like, we'll just do it in chunks or something. But I like the first season, and people's favorite episodes aren't necessarily my favorite episodes. But maybe he listened, and maybe he's going for it. Maybe he's like, yeah, like let's.
Yeah.
Because my biggest complaint, I think yours is too, is like it feels like they are afraid to use their imaginations. And they have all this lore, and I mean, I don't know if anyone knows it better than Dave Filoni. He may not like how he like expresses it sometimes, but he probably knows it better. And of course he has everyone working with him that knows it and stuff. So I think they take off the training wheels and just go get it. Make this. He needs to write it like he's writing animation and just go figure out how to film it. And I think it sounds like that's what they might have done.
Well, that's my hope. I mean, if the things that the actors are saying are true, if this hype that Esfand has is true, like if they went all out and gave it the full treatment and held nothing back, just went for it, then I think we're going to get what we really want to see. We're going to get a good product. But if they get scared and they hold back even a little, I'm afraid that it's going to be a disappointment. I think I think it might fall victim to the same thing that Mandalorian fell victim to. We had all these expectations. There's such a long run up to this, and we all have, oh, the Mortis arc is going to be in it. Oh, live Kanan Jarrus maybe. Oh, Anakin's coming back. All these different things, and I think in our heads we're building up this immense story. And there's a potential. We know what Dave Filoni can do. We've seen it in animation and other things. We know there's potential of what they could do. But if they don't meet our expectations, we're building our expectations up so high. And like you said, when you first saw The Mandalorian, and same thing when I first saw The Mandalorian, my expectations were so high for something that we'd been thinking about and talking about and speculating about, that when we saw it, it was a bit disappointing because it didn't hit that mark. And like you said, after a couple viewings of The Mandalorian, you came to terms with it's just a good action movie. I didn't need to bring all this baggage into it. But my worry is with Ahsoka, if they don't take the swing, it could be very mediocre. And I don't want mediocre.
No.
I want excitement. I want good. I want the laser battles. I want the big battle between Thrawn and Akbar. I want it all. Like, just go for it. Show what you can do with live action television on Disney Plus. You know, that's what I want to see.
Have we seen anything about budgets for this show?
No, not that I know of.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Okay, because that would be interesting. That will give you some idea of how much the amount of money they're putting behind it is definitely says something about how they feel
Has
about
not
the product.
released the total.
Yeah.
Um, the Acolyte pre-production filing showed spending around 33.7 million prior to the principal photography pointing. Yeah, it just isn't having. There's
they
no
spent a lot
information
on that,
there.
and I think that scared him a little bit. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think they might be being cagey about that sort of thing because if it is a flop, they don't really want to say how much they spent on it.
yeah, I mean, it's not like you can get away with not making it look like Star Wars. So there's going to be a massive production budget. You're got.
Yep.
I mean, if you're really bringing Obi-Wan Kenobi back, like rumors are saying,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go into this. And all I want is them to push the story that we got. I want them to push that forward. I want to see what Thrawn and the Night Witches are doing. I want to see what Ezra does, and I want to see what's happening on Peridia. And I want to try to just let that story come to me, I think. You know what I mean? That way we don't take all these hopes and dreams and thoughts, and what ifs into this. And I don't even think I'm going to reach out and because we get offered sometimes. We've been pretty fortunate to get the screeners for it. I don't think I'm going to get the screeners for this. I think I'm just going to watch it week to week so that it builds
like the
for me.
common folk.
Well, it's just it's really fun. I really love like that's really cool, and I'm super grateful for it. But it puts like it makes this show weird.
Yeah.
Because like I know things and I can't say stuff and that's dumb. We can't speculate.
Yeah.
We can't, and it's like we can't speculate. And I was talking with a guy who loves Star Wars, and like if anyone should have those screeners, it's someone that has 200,000 plus followers on his YouTube show, right? But I told him, I was like, you wouldn't be able to do half of what you do because every other day you're speculating on what might be next. Because I would watch his shows and I would giggle when he got things right to myself, and then I'd be like, oh man, you're so like not even close or whatever. So I think if we didn't do this show, then I might just get the screeners. But then I also had to sit there and wait for like 8 weeks for it to play out. So, and again, so I want to take it every episode. I want to pull it in. I want to have that excitement. I mean, I know how jazzed I was for the final 2 episodes of Maul, and I want to just have that feeling every week. So I think I'm just gonna, and again, I'm super thankful that we had that opportunity. I mean, I think it's still there. But I think that I'll just do that. And again, I think, like you said, like to avoid what you and I both did for The Mandalorian, I'm just going to like, all right, are they telling us this story? Are they pushing this story forward? But I think you're right, though. If they don't go all in, because I think that's people were upset about, that didn't like Ahsoka, didn't think it was great. And again, I really, really liked it. I thought it was good. Like it was like, holy crap, it's Rebel Seasons 5 or whatever. But I can't even honestly remember what some of the negative comments were about it. I guess try to shut that stuff out. But I know like some big time, people are pretty positive. Like I know like people like on Force Center, like they're still struggling with that show a little bit. I know you listen to like Ken Knapsack talk about it and stuff. And I don't know. So I hope that Iman's right that he went nuts. I mean, looking at the stuff we saw in Japan, and it was a quick not even 30 seconds probably, but what we saw, which wasn't much, just the sets, and not the set. We got to see like mock-ups of the sets and things like that.
Right.
It looks pretty cool. Like the potential is there for some deep lore, and that's. I mean, if you think about it. If you have deep lore happening on Peridia, right? I mean, you got 4 Jedi running around. I know people don't think that, Sabine's a Jedi or whatever, but she is, or she's training to be one. She's a Padawan. You got 4 Force users on that planet together.
There you go.
What is going to happen with that? Like, they're all going to have to come together probably to solve some big problem. That's going to be nuts.
Yep.
And then you have the wars happening back in our galaxy, but you also have the Night Witches and Ezra back in town. He's
Mm-hmm.
talking about having a flashback. That
Mm-hmm.
has to mean Kanan, right? Like it has to.
I hope so. I,
That will be
what
disappointing.
what if Kanan's in it, but it's not Freddie Prinze Jr.? Yeah,
Don't say things like that.
that's I.
I mean, Kanan doesn't look anything like Freddie Prinze Jr.
He does not, but
You put a beard and a wig on him, though. Who knows? And put that shield
exactly.
on his face.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably
Mm-hmm.
cover up a lot.
Yeah, because you can't change the voice.
No,
It would
I
just
think
would not work.
not for me. Like the voice, like we saw that in that voting thing. The voice is really important to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it still affects me with Ahsoka sometimes when I don't hear Ashley Eckstein's
Yeah,
voice.
yeah,
But yeah, that in itself is exciting. I don't want to, like everyone's so excited about the Clone Wars flashbacks, and I liked it for a different reason. It made me realize like Ahsoka was in war at 12 years old. Like she was
yeah,
fighting a war,
yeah.
and I don't think not everyone. I know a lot of people did, but not everyone saw it that way. They're just like, oh yeah, flashback, cool. And I was like, damn, that kid was like 12 years old, and she's fighting in a
Yeah.
war. Like that's
Yep.
nuts. You don't
Yeah,
think
it
about it.
doesn't hit home in the Clone Wars with
Uh,
animation, but
no,
when you see a young girl in live action in a
yeah.
battle scene, like yeah, it makes you think.
So, yeah, I think this has all the potential in the world. Dave has an amazing imagination.
Hmm.
If they let him run free with it, and who knows what was going on behind the scenes? Like maybe this was a certain way. So now I'm not trying to be negative about Kathleen Kennedy, but she's out of his way. Like
Yeah.
she is, up to that point till he took over, she was the last stop on the bus.
Hmm.
Now he's the last stop on the bus. So if he
Yeah.
had some crazy ass ideas or something that he
I
wanted
know.
to throw out there,
I'm so
then
hoping that's the case.
yeah, and maybe that's one of the reasons they just like, oh, let's
They
wait,
pushed it. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and
God, I hope
'cause it
so.
doesn't make any sense because I think 2027 is already packed full of Star Wars goodness. Like just
Yeah.
being the anniversary is going to be
But still,
overload.
it needs a live action show. And you're right. There's a lot of things coming out, but none of it's other than Starfighter. None of it's really new. So it's going to be great to have a movie, a re-release, a live action show, a a top shelf animation. Like all that's coming. Plus books and everything else. Like it's going to be a banner year. But I think you take out you if Ahsoka wasn't coming this year, if you didn't have a live action show in the 50th year, I think it would have been terrible.
Yeah,
So in that sense, it's great that they pushed Ahsoka. And I really hope. I mean, here we are. We're speculating again. We're hyping things up in our brains. We're. I hope we're not disappointed. I hope he goes for it. I hope that we're right. They're putting everything they can into this, letting Dave go wild. He's the man in charge. Just push the envelope. Just give us all you've got, and it'll be all right. I'd rather see it be terrible and they take a huge swing than it just be mediocre and
and
they
play it
just
safe. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Like, go for it. Like, be great one way or the other. A great
Mhm.
failure or a great success.
That's right.
So, because usually great failures, people kind of like they become like endearing to the fans. Like,
Yeah,
oh, this is so bad. Like,
he
we gotta
went for
watch it again.
it.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We were talking the other day. So we're going to Rebel Scum Con. This is a little sidetrack because it just
First
something.
I'm hearing of this.
So yeah, so friends of the show, who people have been on this show, Dawn Dininger, I always say her last name wrong, I apologize,
I
and
know
her
what you're talking
friend
about.
Tamara, who was my very first interviews ever. I was so nervous. They were so sweet. They had to cancel their trip to Rebel Scum Con,
Oh,
and Jonas had to cancel his trip to Rebel Scum
oh.
Con, and they won't say why. And Legacy Effects, I mean, that's the group that brought you Grogu, and they do a lot of stuff for movies. And they all
Yeah.
got called back for whatever reasons. I sent a message to Dawn,
Mm.
but she has not responded with any insider
Mm.
information. So, um,
Here we go. More speculation.
so who knows what could be happening?
Interesting. Interesting.
But
Well, the nice thing is the guest list or the what would you call it? I guess it's a guest list.
Yeah.
The actors and whatnot they have coming to Rebel Scum Con. That list is long and extensive. So half a dozen people can cancel, and you're still not going to be disappointed at Rebel Scum Con. I mean, they do it upright. So
Yeah, no, I wasn't complaining. I just thought it was weird that a
yeah,
bunch of people involved in Star Wars all got called back for scheduling
that is interesting.
conflicts. So
Interesting.
they couldn't get away for the weekend. Like,
They might say something they shouldn't say.
yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, Disney does like to lock things down. So, but anyways, that's just a little bit of speculation. And Brandon's actually the one, he kind of put that all together and he was like, dude, and I was like, well, wouldn't that be crazy if they were like all got called back to like, because they were filming something like,
Yeah.
some live action, something we don't know about is getting started or whatever. So,
Brandalorian, he's a smart guy.
he is a smart guy. He is a smart guy. Maybe some of that'll rub off on me whenever we're driving down to Texas together. So, that'll be good.
So I guess that's the Ahsoka season 2 talk.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about it?
No, that's what I wanted to get out there. I hope they go for it. But we are here to celebrate our 2-year anniversary, and when I think about our show and the different things that we do, I think one of the staple things of this show is to find a terrible article that an author puts out things there that are just absolutely crazy that we don't agree with, and we read through that article and poke a little fun at it. I think that's where our bread and butter is, and that's what we do here on Jedi and the Mailman.
So we've got, let me see, I'll share this real quick with everybody. This article from CBR.com, 5 Jedi more powerful than Obi-Wan Kenobi, ranked. So you can find this on CBR.com. You just type in 5 Jedi more powerful than Kenobi. You can read along. You can see it. Mike sent this to me. I read the Ezra thing. I did not read this because I want to have my emotions stoked on air, because you know how that always tends to like lead to really crazy things coming out of my mouth. So this was published August 1st by Jordan Ikobuchi. That's a fun last name. I like it.
Yeah.
Few Jedi rival Obi-Wan Kenobi when it comes to sheer popularity. The iconic Star Wars character was the first true Jedi Master that fans were introduced to. True. Sir Alec Guinness. However, his popularity among fans does by no means amount to sheer power on screen. In fact, Obi-Wan Kenobi is nowhere near the strongest member of the Jedi Order. I don't think anyone's ever called him the strongest member. I don't think there's anyone, I've never met anyone who says that Obi-Wan Kenobi is the strongest Jedi. Some people think he's the best Jedi.
A lot of people think that.
But I've never heard, like, I love Kenobi, and I'd never even dawned on me that he was the most powerful Jedi. So, there are several of his Force-using compatriots who outclass in the classic Jedi, ranging from former masters to chosen ones foretold by the prophecy. You know, you can say all you want, but he's the one that's left standing.
That's right.
So, what just happened there? Okay. So Qui-Gon Jinn's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they would know. I mean, one person survived Darth Maul and one person did not.
That's right.
So
that was my
Qui-Gon. Yeah, Qui-Gon was the Jedi Master who trained Obi-Wan Kenobi from the time he was a youngling. Because he studied under Qui-Gon for so many years, Kenobi learned much of what the older Jedi knew. Unfortunately, Qui-Gon was slain in the Battle of Darth Maul. Spoiler alerts. During the Battle of Naboo, cutting Obi-Wan's training short and cutting Maul in half. While Obi-Wan had just about completed his training by the time Qui-Gon died, there was still more that the older Jedi could have taught him, blah, blah, blah. Including this list of abilities to channel one's consciousness through the Force, becoming a Force ghost. Qui-Gon was the first Jedi Master in centuries to discover this power, but was unable to pass it to his apprentice during his lifetime. Thankfully, Obi-Wan later learned how. That's not his fault.
No, I know. This guy's really reaching with this one, I think. So, even Qui-Gon figured this out. You know how to channel his essence into the Force or whatever.
The living
How do
Force.
how do you teach that to anybody? Like, it's really you die and that's what happens. And whether he taught it to Obi-Wan or not, Obi-Wan figures it out too. So saying that Qui-Gon's more powerful because he figured out something before Obi-Wan did just is
It's insane.
that's a pretty weak.
This is dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a dumb thing to say out loud. I don't think there's any evidence that supports either one of them being stronger than either one of them.
No.
Like, there's nothing that you can compare because they're both in such different places as Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have different paths as Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Their big battle that we see them together, Qui-Gon loses.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know,
Obi-Wan defeats Maul twice.
I mean,
Cuts him in half and then
Yeah.
ends his life for good in the end.
yeah.
And he still figured, like, the biggest thing that they're pointing at is this being able to join the living Force, which Obi-Wan figures out too. So
Yeah, and I mean, in all fairness, in this argument, Qui-Gon reaches out to Yoda from beyond. So
Mhm.
Yoda didn't know how to do this either.
No.
So therefore, Qui-Gon is stronger than Yoda, which said no one ever in their right
Said
mind.
no one ever.
Like, that might be dumber than bringing up Qui-Gon versus Obi-Wan. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This
Pretty.
is
We're starting off pretty weak here.
this next one doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And some of these people are obviously stronger. Like, I don't think it's even in question. Like, this is kind of a dumb article.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker revived the Jedi Order. Okay. Luke Skywalker may not have access to the full breadth of the Jedi's knowledge, but he still grew to become the most powerful Force user of all time. Obi-Wan Kenobi served his first master introducing the ways of the Force and lightsaber combat during events in the original Star Wars, just as Qui-Gon died before he could complete. Obi-Wan also perished. Yeah, but he gave himself up to the Force.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't defeated by
No.
this guy.
He
Has this
defeated
guy watched?
Vader every.
Has this guy watched Star Wars?
I really want to know as we finish this article. There's more to go, but as we get to the end of it, who is this article written for? Just keep that in the back of your mind, like as we go through this. Who is he writing this for? Who is this aimed at?
Talks about Luke besting Darth Vader. Newsflash: Kenobi beat
Obi-Wan
Vader
did that
twice.
multiple times.
I still don't think that Kenobi's as powerful as Luke, but that
No.
argument—that's the dumb argument.
Yeah. First off, like you said, Obi-Wan defeated Darth Vader multiple times. Obi-Wan essentially created Darth Vader because he hacked Anakin's arms off. Arms and legs off.
Yeah,
And where would Luke be without Obi-Wan Kenobi? He'd still be a moisture farmer under the thumb of the Imperial. You know, like, yes, Luke becomes, I mean, Luke's ability to project himself halfway across the galaxy into,
impressive.
that's impressive. That's very impressive. No other Jedi's done something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't argue that the strength that Luke acquires. But I still don't think I don't think it detracts from Obi-Wan Kenobi in any way.
no, I don't even know why that we're having this conversation. Like, why? I mean, this looks like something AI would come up with, like bad
That's a
AI,
real shock.
not like
That's a
so
very rude thing to say.
it's like he's not even using Claude; he's using Chat GPT or something, a free version. So, but yeah.
It's not a good argument.
It's not a good argument. I know, like, I get it. You have to write stuff, and it's got to be hard, especially like now. Like, but why not like write about what Ezra Bridger just said or Amon Esfandi just said? You know what I mean? Like, I could
Yeah.
write for 20 minutes
We talked for half an hour.
Yeah,
So.
and I feel like we could have done more if we wanted to, but I knew we needed to get to this. So, yeah, this is not a good This is not a good argument. And then, like, the thing was, he says Luke Skywalker revived the Jedi Order, and then it collapsed.
Yeah.
He had like 5 whole Jedi, and then his own nephew destroyed it all.
Right. And he didn't have the strength to pick up the pieces and move on. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, he tucked his lightsaber between his legs and he left.
Yes, he did.
Like a puppy dog.
It's yeah. That you would never that behavior would never happen with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi always did his duty. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was going to bring up, because I know, like, especially my brother was so mad at the Kenobi series because he's like, Kenobi was such a punk. Like, he cut himself. But I'm like, yeah, but he was doing what he was supposed to do. Like,
yeah,
that was the point. Like, he's willing to sacrifice. And he lost everything and everybody. His lady, his Padawan, his brother, his father figure, everyone he's ever known. Like, and then he went and watched some snot-nosed kid whose uncle was a real
bit of a jerk.
Cotton-headed ninny muggins. Sorry for the fruity language.
Rough language.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
But yeah, Obi-Wan is the consummate Jedi. He believed in the tenets of the Jedi more than almost any other figure you can point to. Like, he never gave up, never let down. He was always the best Jedi. So, powerful or not, yeah, maybe he couldn't lift. Maybe he couldn't project himself halfway across the universe. Maybe he can't lift as much with the Force as some other people, but
I mean, he lifted up all those rocks on that planet, remember?
Oh, yes. He brings so much more to the table than these things. But, yeah, all right. So, we can move on.
All right. Let's move on.
I don't think either of us are going to like this next one either.
No, this one, I don't even like this Jedi. I love Samuel L. Jackson, and it pains me not to like him in this role, but Mace Windu was a fierce warrior. Yeah, and Mace Windu may not get many action scenes in Star Wars franchise because he was like ancient when they were doing this or whatever. But what few feats he has are all incredibly impressive. What, dying? That's impressive.
Yeah.
The prominent Jedi Master served as a leading figure at the High Council that he stole from Count Dooku. His final years of the Order of the Great Purge. He also fought the general during the Clone Wars. They all fought as generals during the Clone Wars and Battle of Ryloth. And this is dumb. Mace Windu was the strongest Jedi of the prequel era. I don't know about that. Not only was he incredibly strong with the Force, he also revered as one of the greatest lightsaber users of his generation. He defeated incredibly powerful opponents in combat, including Darth Sidious, who had killed 3 Jedi Masters just moments earlier. Yeah,
and kills him.
While Windu had much respect for Obi-Wan Kenobi, he and everyone else knew he was more powerful of the two. Maybe lightsaber dueling, but Kenobi always finds a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Anakin was stronger than him. He beats him. He beats him a second time as Vader. I don't know what would have happened had he not wanted to give himself up to the Force. Like, he probably would have lost that one on the Death Star.
I feel it's like, yeah.
But,
yeah.
Put Count Dooku on here. Dooku whooped his butt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, twice. So why isn't Dooku on this list?
Right. What evidence is there that Mace Windu is, like, everybody says what a great swordsman Mace Windu is and how powerful Mace Windu is, but in none of the movies do you ever really see it.
I don't know if there's.
I'm sure. I know his character is explored in books and comics and stuff.
Yeah,
like
but the books that was not. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was fine. But it wasn't like, oh, look how powerful I am with the.
He seems like a blowhard to me. Like,
he's jerk most of the time. Like, he's rude constantly. Like, he's not a Jedi. Like, he should have been a Sith Lord. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't come off as the consummate Jedi in any way. He is just a bully, a jerk, loudmouth, braggadocious. But never, there isn't much to back any of that up. And Kenobi's
Kenobi.
Just, yeah, Kenobi.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I
Like,
don't
it's
know.
bonkers to me because this list doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm just scrolling down to see who else is on it, and it beats this last full 3 times, 2 times. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you want to put Dooku on here head to head, then yeah, like Dooku's
Yeah.
probably more powerful. I mean, I'm not disagreeing that like Luke's more powerful, but
Hmm.
they would never. I don't know. And I guess what does it matter if Jedi are more powerful than one another? Like they're fighting for the same thing. So
Yeah. I suppose you could be the strongest Jedi in the ways of the Force and still trip and fall on your lightsaber and you're done. Like, what? What does all the power mean if you can't employ it? You know, and whatever power Obi-Wan has, he employs it better than anybody else.
there's a difference between raw power and a tactician. Yeah, I mean, I
Yes.
think. I mean, yeah, that's kind of exactly it when it comes to this argument. Like this argument and the last argument, it's all about just adapting to the situation. And I guess it depends on power, depends on how you perceive what you perceive makes you powerful, right? Like we're going to talk about Yoda next, and wars not make one great, like so you're sitting there talking about lightsaber dueling, which is supposed to be a last ditch thing of the Jedi. Like they're protectors. So like
Yeah.
that's not. Yeah, you could be a great duelist,
Hmm.
but that
But
doesn't make you a great Jedi.
no, it should be the last resort. And
Yeah.
one of Obi-Wan's nicknames is the Negotiator. I mean, he's the consummate talker. He finds the way. He finds a way to, solve problems. He doesn't necessarily have to go to the blade. He doesn't have to go to the Force. He's just all around better at everything than everybody else.
I would agree. I would agree. So, I mean, I think he's a little stuck. He's a little stiff when it comes to things, but it works for him.
Yeah,
A little
he's a little
looser.
snotty, but
He got some
he's
fun
earned it.
sarcasm. He's a hell of a flirt too. I mean, think about him
Yep.
and Asajj. I was like, "Oh, these two gonna get it on? Like, what's happening?" I was like, maybe that's why he was so mad at Quinlan at the end of Dark Disciple. It was
Yeah.
like you got my girl. You got Kenobi's a dog. Look out! Look out! Lock your daughters up. Kenobi's on the prowl. So, the next one, Yoda is one of the most powerful Force users ever. Isn't he like the most powerful? Well, again, I guess it all depends on what your categories are for powerful. But
Yeah.
it says here, Master Yoda was one of the most prominent Jedi in centuries leading to the Great Purge. He lived to be over 900 years old, honing his abilities in the Force over the centuries, sporting one of the highest oh boy, midichlorian counts in Jedi history. Yay, midichlorian. Yoda was long considered one of the most powerful masters of all times, yes. Not only was Yoda incredibly skilled with the Force, but he also knew how to wield a lightsaber. Some theories claim that he used the Force to supplement his lightsaber fighting abilities, making him even more dangerous in a duel. His whirling motions and small stature made him almost impossible to hit, adding to his prowess in combat. Moreover, Yoda trained Count Dooku, who trained Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan's master. So if Yoda outclassed Dooku, as he did in Attack of the Clones, it stands to reason he is more powerful than the two Jedi of later generations. Although Yoda is clearly more powerful of the two, he still considers Obi-Wan a close friend and confidant. Oh, this article.
Now this one is a little bit harder to argue.
Well, I don't
I
think
mean,
he's. Yeah, but
he's a phenomenal duelist. His abilities with the Force are almost unmatched. He he has all the right sayings and all the right, like he doesn't necessarily have to beat you with a lightsaber. He knows how to get what he wants through talking and and those sort of things. I think we've had this conversation before, and I think I came down on the side at first that Yoda was a better Jedi than Kenobi. But the more you think about it, all the mistakes that Yoda made over the over the time, and the things that he should have foresaw but that he didn't foresee, and things like that. The needle kind of swings more towards Kenobi when you stack it all up and add it all together. But this is a much closer comparison than any of the others in my mind, in my view.
Yeah, I don't think there's really an argument that Yoda's more powerful, but he's made a ton of mistakes. I mean, you don't even, if you sit there and you look at like how Acolyte ended,
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that happened in the High Republic with them not telling about, keeping this information about, they knew what the nameless were. They had witnessed
Mm-hmm.
it 100
Mm-hmm.
some years earlier. Yeah, he's made a lot of mistakes, and he gets sucked into Palpatine's trap. I mean, he's like the head of that. He's
Mm-hmm.
heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know what I mean? Like, you say what you want, but he was leading that council, and everyone kind of said to him. And I mean, I think he got lost. I mean, again, 900 years old, though. I guess it would be. I mean, it's tough, but I don't know. I don't think there's an argument to say, like, I do believe he's stronger than
Mm-hmm.
Kenobi, but I don't think he's necessarily a better Jedi than Kenobi.
Right.
I don't know. The weird
Right.
one.
And I guess, I mean, the article does say it, Jedi more powerful, more, So I suppose we can give him a pass on this one.
So far, we're like 50-50 because it's like, yes, Luke is probably more powerful in the end.
Yeah, but
And then
Luke doesn't
Yoda's
get
probably
there
more
without.
powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I
see, and
agree with
Yoda made his own way. Like Yoda didn't need Obi-Wan Kenobi to pave the way for him, where Luke did. You know what I mean? Like without Obi-Wan Kenobi, there is no Luke, so you don't get a more powerful Jedi without Obi-Wan Kenobi. And yeah, so like I said, yeah, Luke can force project himself, pretty powerful with the Force, more powerful than Kenobi, but yeah. So yeah, we're 50-50 here.
And we're about to go one way or the other. So Anakin Skywalker outclasses all other Jedi. False. False.
The worst.
That's false.
Yes.
What does he outclass them in?
Brooding.
Bad romantic dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So, when it comes to naming the most powerful Jedi who ever lived, there could be no debate. It's Anakin Skywalker.
It's a ton of debate.
There's a ton of debate. What's his name again? Jacob? Jordan. I knew it was a J. Listen, Jordan. There 100% is a debate. I don't think you can say Anakin's, because I mean, okay, we'll get into it. There can be no debate. It's Anakin Skywalker. Wrong. Brought to the Jedi Temple at the age of 9, Anakin was immediately noteworthy for his incredible high midichlorian. Oh God. Was surpassed even the Master Yoda. It soon became clear to the High Council that Anakin was indeed the fabled, chosen one. Although his son's the one who does it, really. Who said to bring the balance to the Force. Obi-Wan Kenobi personally trained Anakin, teaching him all the way Force. While he had many faults, Obi-Wan was a good teacher, honing Anakin's raw talent, turning it into skill. By the time Anakin was ready to be made Jedi Knight, he truly grown into potential as a powerful Force user and master lightsaber duelist. And no thanks, in no small part to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Unfortunately, Anakin's potential was cut short by
Literally cut short by Obi-Wan.
Yeah. When he allowed himself to be seduced by the dark side, which makes him a weak Jedi.
Yep.
Though Anakin was far more powerful of the two, Obi-Wan managed to best him in combat by exploiting his fallen apprentice's rage. That's what you're supposed to do in battles. What is that? Becoming a Sith. Yeah. Where else? Where are we here? Slayed countless enemies, blah, blah, blah. I'm just annoyed by this. I don't even know what he's trying to... Okay, although Obi-Wan Kenobi is far from the most powerful Jedi in the Star Wars galaxy, he proves himself in other ways. He may not have the most raw power, but he demonstrates an unconquerable strength of will that allowed him to endure through many devastating losses without ever turning to the dark side. This is what makes Obi-Wan a beloved character, even if he ranks lower on the power scale than other prominent Jedi.
I do agree with that, and maybe that's the point he was trying to get across the whole time. But
yeah, but I think he's 2 for 5 on this.
Yeah. I guess it all comes down to how you want to, classify power. But how can you say that?
But he
Anakin
changes
in any way is better than Obi-Wan Kenobi when Obi-Wan Kenobi beat him at every turn, except, well, even in the end he beats him.
I think he still beats him in the end.
Gives up. Yeah.
I think that's a win because he knew that once you strike me down.
Yeah, that's how he guides Luke the rest of the way. Like, Luke doesn't blow up the Death Star without Obi-Wan Kenobi being a Force ghost and whispering in his ear and telling him to turn off his targeting computer,
Yeah.
He becomes eminently more powerful. So he beat Anakin Vader at every turn. So, yeah.
Wah, wah.
Like I said, I agree with the last statement. Obi-Wan Kenobi he's the GOAT. He is, despite the fact that he's not the best swordsman, he's not the best with the Force, he's good enough. And he knows how to take his weaknesses and make them strengths and overcome.
But doesn't that make him
the most powerful Jedi there?
Yeah, like that. I mean, like it's like what Chrissy said. It's a difference between raw power and a tactician. Like, unless he's completely overwhelmed right off the bat, which he hasn't been. Dooku's the only one who really gets him, and he gets him twice.
Yeah.
So, why wasn't Dooku on this list?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yeah, that makes sense. And you would have been 3 for,
right?
It would have been 50% at least. But I'm just trying to think of when he loses. I mean, I always feel like he's just messing around with Asajj.
Yeah.
He defeats Maul twice. I mean,
defeats Grievous.
Yeah, I forgot about Grievous. Jeez. By adapting to the situation.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah. This article, I get it. You have a deadline. I was looking at his bio. I know we're kind of taking the mickey out of him here a little bit, but it does say that Marvel's his first and then Star Wars. Star Wars is second on his list. I mean, the guy obviously knows what he's talking about. I think he's this feels like something like, oh crap, I got to write something.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a well thought out,
and
honestly, it's clickbaity as hell. Oh my gosh, I got to read this, and they got you. So.
Yep. I know. I do appreciate that authors do write this kind of stuff because it gives us something to talk about, and I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, no, it's fun. So, but yeah, this is hard though. I mean, you put yourself out there, like we do. Like, people don't always love what we do. I mean, I have lots of people telling me that I'm doing bad things right now. So, but you're out there. You got to be able to stand by it. And I would love to kind of have him on the show to be like, all right, you've got to make this make sense, kind of thing. So,
yeah, it would be fun. It's happened before.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a fun way to celebrate our 2 years though, because this is kind of what got us rolling after we did. Was it Ahsoka? Or was it Bad Bat? What was it? It was Ahsoka, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it was Ahsoka. You're horrible, Jimmy. Oh, I know, right? Ryan gets it. He's on board. Thank you, Ryan. Welcome to my nightmare. The water is warm. So, but yeah, and that's tough. I mean, again, you put yourself out there. You write an article like, hey, you need to have something. What do I write about? Yeah. I do feel like there's a lot more going on right now than you could have maybe wrote about. But I mean, if you look at it, this is not a very long. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is.
Maybe you should have asked ChatGPT for some help.
Yeah, this is not a long article. This is I mean, this is
No.
probably maybe 2 pages without all the
Yeah, it's hard to
maybe
with all the ads.
because
It's
these
hard
photos are real big, and then the ads.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, kudos to him. He got out there, got us talking, and that's probably the best thing about it is. And the thing is, too, is like he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Just we don't agree with him, and that's fine. Like he doesn't have
Yeah.
to. He doesn't have to sway us. He did what CBR wants. He has us
That's
on their
right. He
website
got
right now,
clicks.
looking at this
Mm-hmm.
article.
Yep.
You know, and good for him. Again, like you know,
Yep.
we never say that we're always right. We have our opinions. They are very different than his, apparently. So, but yeah, like, and Rodney here in the chat says, not in the chat, but in the on the thread here for this article says Yoda rules above all. You say get it, Rodney. So, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, again, kudos to Jordan. Good article. Don't agree with you on almost any of it, but still a tip of the hat, sir.
Thanks. Yes.
Thank you
Thanks for the
for
content.
thanks for and he's not negative. So
No.
big
Yeah.
kudos to him. That's what got
Yep.
us a new friend was because they were being a little
That's right.
negative, and it was fun. It was like he's like, oh yeah, maybe I was being a little bit negative. He was like, but yeah, like it's cool. I it's fine. It is what it is.
Yep.
So
Yep. It was good.
but
Well, hey, next week we won't be on. Next week is my son's 21st birthday, so I'm going to spend the day with him. So we won't be doing this. Maybe Jimmy, maybe you'll do something
We'll
next
see.
week with somebody else, but yeah, I won't be here next week. The week after, yeah, we'll do something else fun.
All right,
So
sounds
keep
good.
coming back. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, folks, have a good week. Let us know what you think. Who's more powerful than Kenobi? Probably a lot of people. Who's a better Jedi, though? That's a better question. That's a question I don't think there is any right answer to. And again, just want to clarify, Mike and I don't think that our opinions are right. They're just our opinions. So, don't at us.
Everybody's got them.
You can disagree respectfully. Jordan Ikabuchi. I don't know how to say it, Ikabuchi, because it's
Quit trying.
I want to get it right. But good on him for writing this article. Yeah, all right. Have a happy son's birthday next week.
We will.
All right, folks. Have a great week. I can't wait to see a bunch of y'all down in where are we going again?
Con.
That's it, Rebel ScumCon. So, Ryan, we'll see you in a couple days, man. I can't wait. So, all right, everyone. We'll talk to you later.